one of you guys come down here and eat this off, you're greedy. All right, guys, welcome back to Soai. And today, we are in Little Guyana. We are out in Queens, and we are going to be checking out quite a bit of Guyanese food. Now, our next stop today is going to be a spot called Little Guyana Restaurant and Lounge. They also have Little Guyana Bakery. So whatever you're feeling for, there's that. If you checked out our last video, you might have seen where I went to another spot, Kaitier Express. That's also one of the companies amongst a chain of them. So apparently this business is doing so well serving these awesome and delicious meals that it can branch off into subdivisions of that. Now, this spot I'm going to, they say that they lean more into the Rasta pastas. So I'm fiending for some Rasta pasta with some pepper shrimp. Now, Rasta pasta is a pretty touchy topic if you ask me. A lot of these spots that I've been to, Jamaican, Trini, wherever, they don't do it quite well. It's like a pasta, but there's no Rasta. So yeah, hopefully this one's gonna be good, but nonetheless, it's always a nice experience trying another version of a dish. You know, maybe that version is gonna be the one that stands out with you a little bit more. All right, I'll catch you guys when I get there. And again, once you're on this stretch, once you're into the Guyana, most of the spots are gonna be walking distance, and you can get maybe a meal from each of these places for somewhere around 20 bucks. So if you're feeling adventurous, bring your husband, bring your wife, bring your brother, sister, whoever, and just take a little trip and explore Little Guyana here in New York. 10-minute walk later, and we are at Little Guyana Restaurant and Lounge. Now, observation, when you're on White Plains Road in the Bronx, you definitely feel like you are in Jamaica. That probably could be easy called a little Jamaica. Feels like you are in Jamaica. A lot of Jamaican restaurants. And you're also beneath the 2 train, I believe, down there. Yeah, but a lot of Jamaicans are there. Here, while I'm walking, it felt like I was in Guyana. A lot of the people, when you look at them, you're like, yeah, that looks like a Guyanese person or a descendant of. So, boy, that's one of the beautiful things about New York. When you flow through different areas, you feel like you're just traveling through different areas of the world. Wow, you gotta come check out New York. It still hasn't stopped amazing me. All right, let's go inside the Little Guyana. All right, so we are on the inside, and it definitely does look like a lounge. You see the pool tables or billiard tables, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so it looks completely different from what you would expect. It definitely is more of a lounge feel, and I'm going to be getting what they call the paper bag fried rice and also a Rasta pasta. The paper bag fried rice is an amazing little creation if you ask me, and I apologize. I didn't tell you guys I'm going to have the paper bag fried rice. Now, let me explain that. Now, in some Asian countries, they have food served in paper bags, which for me is a lot more eco-friendly because paper bags is pretty much paper. It'll go back into the earth. Now, what some Guyanese would say with the paper bag, it gives a level of nostalgia. Back in Jamaica, we had box food, which literally came in a box, and you can't tell me anything. There's no food that I've had in Jamaica that comes close to a box food. Something about the box. Same thing with the paper bag. Something about the paper bag. If you smell a paper bag, it has a particular aroma. It's pretty much of a kind of like an earthy flavor. Once you put something hot inside of that, that same flavor dissipates into the food, and then you can now taste that richness in the fried rice. I don't know if they're going to be using the exact same paper bag here, but I've heard about that at different restaurants. So, and I can already just imagine it. So hopefully it's something pretty similar. If not, it is pretty cool. It is a pretty cool thing to just experience food in a different way. It's like when you go to Africa and you get to eat with your hands. Food experienced in a different way just tastes completely different. All right, they're making the order right now. Hopefully it's just as good as I thought. Okay, so the lady was kind enough now to let me try a couple of the Guyanese snacks. I absolutely love the fudge, and she gave me one of their shandies. If you know what a shandy is, I believe it's a mixture of like a soda with a beer or a champagne. This one is made with champagne, I believe. brings me right back. Some of you might be too young to know what this is, but backyard, we had this thing called Dandy Shandy. I used to love it, but then they discontinued it. Craziness, but this is what I have. Tastes like a cola champagne with just a slight amount of beer. Now we have the paper bag fried rice. So having a beautiful conversation with a lady inside, and she said to me, how you do it in Guyana, you just rip the bag open and you have your paper bag fried rice. She also said it's not just about the paper bag, because anybody can make some fried rice and throw it in a paper bag and call it a paper bag fried rice. It all starts from the fried rice. The fried rice has to be a good one, and then the paper bag is gonna do the rest of the job. This other bag, beneath it, looks kinda like it's getting wet, so you gotta be careful with that. Oh shoot, that's crazy. Smells delicious. Enough long talking, pull the bag. Damn. This does look sexy. This look like, yo, like what a food experience should be like, dog. Like, I swear. And it's probably the same thing like done by Kaitur. I don't know. We're gonna try. Looking at the burger, so. Wow. That's what I'm seeing in there. All right, she did say to rip the bag. Oh my God. She said to rip the bag open, so bust it open. You know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right off. Bro. I would tell you just to come here alone just for the experience, because just tearing this bag open and seeing this beautiful fried rice with this fried chicken inside is just exceptional. Like this looks like freaking art. You made this, right? Looks like art. Oh my gosh. Looks good. I'll take you guys out of the sun a little bit. All right, take you guys out of the sun a little bit. Look at this. This is your paper bag fried rice. There's cucumber on top there. There's a fried chicken, and there's that good old Guyanese fried rice. Oh my gosh. The presentation and everything alone, it ton up. Looks amazing. Let's see. All right, we're gonna start with the skin. Skin sound way crispy up. Matter of fact, let's start with the fried rice first. I don't know if the recipe is different or what, but this one has a completely different flavor. Almost leaning more into a very slight sweeter note. A little bit more herbaceous. The texture on the rice is it's really, really good. It is a fried rice, but it's not tough. It's not crispy. It has a nice amount of bite, softness. Even in some parts, slightly sticky. There is some carrots here. Here we go. Add a nice bit of dimension to this. Brother. This is not just a gimmick, bro. This is real. Wow. Chicken. The crisp looks way better than the last video that we did. The softness is a lot more punchy, a lot more punchier, more umami, very bright. But the crispiness is more what I'm getting more familiar to being a Guyanese crispy fried chicken. where it's not like a KFC, it's not like a Southern Fried Chicken, where there's a bunch of butter. It's mainly the natural skin of that chicken that gets dried out and gives this really nice golden, salty, authentic crisp. That's just so good. And then the rice that's there with it just really ties everything in. For me, the perfect side chick. The fried rice isn't loud. It isn't too much in your face. It's just there whenever you need it to cancel out, you know? Call it whenever you want. He's gonna be there. Jeez. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first in a long time that food has really felt like an experience. Jano. That place is off a reach, bro. On the back, heavy. Hear that? Jaja. Bring your girl. Bring your brethren. For them together and eat out of this. Like, look at this, man. This is a lot of food. If one of you guys come down here and eat this off, you're greedy. Wow. Oh, man. My belly full already. The fried rice is just good. It's playing its own ball game. Not try to compete with nobody.
Yeah, YouTube, right?
Yeah. Respect. I think it's gonna all be preferential. I don't even want to compare this with anything else because I can't even compare this with anything else because the experience is just unique on its own. Amazing. If I were to have any takeaways though, I would say that the saltiness of the chicken, maybe for some, might be a little bit too salty. But for me, I think it really complements the fried rice. So I have no qualms to that. Again, the fried chicken is very much on the rustic side. There's no battering, there's no coat. It's just a tried and true fried chicken. Nothing to it really. Nice amount of crispiness. I would say on the moisture level, it's more Caribbean. Caribbean people tend to like really, really cook their meats. Like yesterday I had some filet mignon. I had medium and everybody else was doing medium well. And when their medium well came there, they were like, oh my God, this is still too pink. And I'm like, yo, that's where you go taste like the meat. Like that's where you really get it, like the flavors and stuff. So for me, But for most Caribbeans, probably might like it this way. This, highly recommend. Not just for the experience, the taste. Tough. Yeah, bad boy. Oh, chicken there. Look how much rice. I still can't get to the bottom of this bag, bro. Finally. I've seen famous fish.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Pleasure, bro.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I've seen famous fish. I think it's on my list of places to try for sure. Definitely. I'm definitely gonna try famous fish for sure.
Yo, bro, look. I got this shit right here, man. I'm taking this to the house right now, man. I ain't bullshit. I just came from over there. Bro, you think I'm lying?
What did you get?
I got the shrimp with the fish, with the catfish.
Oh, shrimp, fish, and catfish.
Yeah.
Yo.
Look how much this shit weighs.
Murder.
Look at that.
Yep. Famous fish, Harlem.
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yeah,
You gonna make sandwiches with that.
Yeah, baby. We're gonna go to brunch, 2 beers, and we good, man. Order for me, Soai.
Yeah, really?
Soai, man. I knew I was gonna see bump into you one day. What's bump?
Yeah.
Famous fish, man.
Famous fish. I'll check them out, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yo. I steady always meet followers, family, social media fam, whatever you want to call yourself out here, which is just amazing. So I gotta check out Mo's. I gotta check out that fish joint that he just showed me just now. Crazy, bro. He was talking about that bacon, egg, and cheese patty from Juicy. I need to try that as well too. The Beck, very popular thing out here in New York. All right, I'm gonna do one last thing is add some pepper on this. See if that changes anything. Ooh, rotted. Fire. Bro, you smell that pepper immediately. This a pepper you're hot, you know? Like you smell it immediately, man. Yeah, definitely changes things a little bit. It's spicy. They get a slight bit of tang to kind of nullify the saltiness of the chicken. Oh yeah. Get it with the pepper as well. It's gonna give you options. Now we have our Rasta pasta with pepper shrimp. Now I will not lie to you. When I first got into the lounge just now, you heard me say like sometimes on social media you see it look a particular way and you don't expect. I did not expect that fried rice and that chicken was going to be that good. It is better than Kaichur. They are the same family of companies, but this one is better than Kaichur, to me at least. Now the Rasta pasta I am honestly scared about because it's invented in Jamaica and even Jamaicans mess it up. I don't know if they're being skimpy on the cheese or what. We're gonna try. And as usual, they give you with this pepper sauce here. Typically, Rasta pasta is spiced with jerk. That's where the heat source is. All right, this one is hot off the press. It's burning. I gotta put my paper bag under there. But yeah, it looks beautiful. This is what it looks like. Maybe that's too far for you, so I'll bring it down low. And this is what it looks like. Very similar to Kaichur's pepper shrimp. It's probably the same recipe with the green bell peppers and stuff and onions, except now it has the Rasta pasta on there. And then of course some cabbage. So let's dig in. Wow. Nice aroma. But I must say the pasta almost instantly looks a little bit dry on top. So here you can notice the obvious difference. Like this side here is dry, then under here it looks a little bit more coated. But then it's just the top. Let's mix things up a little bit. Rotted. Brother. Kill them on, kill me. Walla pepper. Trouble. Yeah, the pasta beneath looks, it's almost terrifyingly cakey. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. I say it all the time. My taste buds is not the godfather of all taste buds. Don't eat, sleep, breathe off the words that I tell you in a video. It's based off personal preference. I try to describe the food as best as possible. But this Rasta pasta for me, it has a taste that probably only a mother would love. I'm not rocking with it. Texture-wise, it's not there texturally. In terms of the sauce, the pepper that I have on top there just now, it gives it a beautiful, like a flavorful, almost like Scotch bonnet-like flavor, which I quite like. But the cheesiness is almost next to non-existent in this dish, and I don't want it to seem like I'm exaggerating. Look, when it's sauced up properly, most times, the pastas will be at least separate, at least 2x2s, not 4x4s. We are not going off-roading. But as a pasta, is it cooked properly? Sure. As a Rasta pasta, oh man, I really wanted to love this Rasta pasta so much, bro. This would have just made this place like fire, bro. But again, maybe you're not a picky eater like me. Maybe the shrimp is similar. One thing I gotta say, the shrimp is nice, big, and juicy. Look at that. They don't give you cheap shrimp here. Delicious. Perfectly cooked shrimp. The sauce on this is good. This is their pepper shrimp. Has a really nice flavor. I definitely dig this pepper shrimp. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But the pasta. No, no, no. No. Let me try this pepper because it's a very interesting shape. Not a typical Scotch bonnet, like mushroom shape. Bless up. It's almost like a ají gusto. It's more like a sweet pepper than a Scotch bonnet. But I was getting pepper from something before, which was nice, really nice and flavorful. Giving food a number is crazy, but for me, damn.
You're doing a good job, you know.
Appreciate you, man. I'm not even gonna give this a score. Maybe it was a bad day. But yeah, I would not recommend the Rasta pasta. Bareback fried rice, tough, bad, nice. Man, I was literally rooting for this thing to be like really good in the dark. All right, I'll never deter you guys from having a food experience. I think every time you go out and you try something different, or for the first time, you're giving these businesses an opportunity to show what they can do. I myself, when I do plates, I'm so appreciative of people trying my food. I usually get very positive feedback, but nonetheless, I think you guys could still give this place a try. I think if you're gonna come here, my main recommendation will be the fried rice. The paperback fried rice is gonna give you an experience, first of all, and the flavors is really good. But then for the Rasta pasta, I'm not gonna tell you no. What I might say to you if you have the extra money to spare, I would tell you to tell them you want it to be nice and saucy. Elaborate on that. That might have been the difference between mine and yours. I don't know. But paperback fried rice, wow, what an experience that was just now. Okay, so all in all, you guys know what I thought about the food. But what topped everything off was, I'm gonna call her Lady S, because not everybody wants to give out their name on social media, but I'm gonna call her Lady S. She was really nice, exceptional with me. Gave me the opportunity to try some Guyanese treats, Guyanese drinks. That shandy is all the way from Guyana. You cannot get it in New York as per her. And yeah, all in all, a great experience. Now, I'm going to another spot right now, and boy, I'm recommended. Well, it was recommended that I should not try it, but I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm feeling for some doubles. I'm feeling for some roti. You guys know I love Trini food. I love roti. So I'm gonna bite the bullet and see what it's all about. Again, don't take everybody's word when it comes on to food. Give it a try. Have your own experience, and then from there you could, finalize how you feel. All right. I'll see you guys on the next episode where you'll see this spot. Remember to see things, love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep your link.
But the feeling is all gone.